Welcome back, and now we will see that how the administrator how can he view the resumes of job seekers who has applied for the particular any particular job, and how administrator can download the resumes. For this, let's go to the view resumes in admin panel. Go to the design portion, and here I just see right view / download resumes, and after that I will just take a grid view in the data tab from the data tab, and now just format it into the colorful. Let's go to the property of this grid view and set width equal to 100%, so it will be spread into the whole area. Now bind this, let's minimize, bind this grid view by some table. So choose a data source and take a database as a data source, and now select a connection which we have already created, DB Maxtech Jobs portal connection string, and next. Now select the resumes and all the resume information. You can do any of condition here, from order by, you can apply order by date or order by qualification or order by experience or anything. Next, test query, you will get all the information here, and finish. Now it's binded. Do one more thing, that if the width of this grid is very high, in that case what you can do, you can just go to the edit columns and remove some of the columns from this. Let's remove RID, and suppose the at this time address is not important, phone number and mail ID is important. We are not very much bother about 10th and 12th, and resume file is also not important, and job ID is little bit important. Now let's change the name. Phone, you can also say phone number, mail ID, graduation and post graduation, and this is the job ID. You can also set hash, and let's do one more thing. Select a template field also, and give a header text download, DOW, and download okay, resume. And after in this download we will give a link. So select edit column, edit templates, and in the edit templates let's take a hyperlink and go to the property of this hyperlink and set the hyperlink to the text is download, and set a hash in the navigate URL. We will write some code for the navigate URL. Now what we have to do for the downloading, for download we have to just we have to give the path of a resume file in the href or in the navigate URL of this download link hyperlink. So for this, what I will do, I just go to the source and let's take the navigate URL field and now bind this navigate URL with the file name. So for this, let's remove this and write some code, data binder D capital B capital and container comma C capital and data item dot. Now let's take the file name. What is the file name? So you will get the file name. Let's go to the database, and what is the this is our database, Maxtech job portal, and let's take a table and in the resumes columns. So here is the resume file, resume file. This one is just copy and paste it. After that, we have to give the path of this resume file. So for this, let's see that where the resume file is placed. So resume file is placed in the resume folder, which is the outside of this admin folder, because view resume .spx web page is inside the admin panel. So we have to give path like, first of all, tech dot slash. After that, give the folder name where we place the resumes. This is the resumes folder, and after that place a file name. The file name come from the this data item, binded the data item field. So let's see what happens with this, and if there is any problem, then we will solve after this. Okay, let's execute this. Okay, there is error. Let's check what is the error. Fine, we have not written data binder dot eval. Save it, and again, because eval is a method and data binder is a data type. Okay, this is the home page, but we have to go to the admin panel. So admin / home. Now it's admin home, and from here you can click view resumes. What happened? Let's copy this and stop this, paste here, and now see. Okay, let's check again. First of all, see is there any data in the resume TPL resume. Yes, there is data. It means let's bind once again, configure once again. Maybe there will be some mistake. Okay, fine, finish. Now let's bind it. And refresh. Okay, it is not connected with this page. It is the home page, so this is the minor problem. Which let's go to the admin master page and select the go to the edit menu items and select the resume view resume, and here is the navigate URL. Now select the page where in the admin panel, yeah, here is the view resume, and okay, save it. Now refresh it. Yeah, now this will work. Yes, there is the all the resumes we have uploaded previously. Now if there is some resume file, then it can be downloaded from here. Okay, what is the problem? This is the txt file. I think there is some txt file. Let's take some proper resume file. Let's upload some proper resume file. So let's go to the just copy this and let's go to the user panel. Write to user / home.aspx user site. Okay, what is the exact name? Okay, there is no user site, sorry. Directly job portal, go to the home page, and in the home page just log in with the what password is incorrect. It means 123. Password is hard. Now login. Now view jobs, and here is the jobs. So apply for any job. Suppose I am applying for this job, and I will change my name. Here is to John, and address also let's take some 501 new. And let's remain phone number, and this is same 77. Graduation is B, and let's take Tech and select some document file, doc file. So for this let's go to the in the training section. I have so many. Yes, there is and submit this. Yes, now resume has been submitted. Now let's come to the admin panel and just refresh it, so you will get another file, and let's click on this download. Yes, so you will get a file downloader, and if you want to open from this, you can open directly from this, or you can save in your system at another place. You can save it. Yeah, give the location, save. Just suppose I have given the location on the desktop to save it. Now close this. Okay, it will close automatically. When the download is completed, it will close automatically. if you see, you will get a file which is downloaded from some location. So here how you can place download. Now it is always recommended that if possible, then take the resume file in the zip format or in the doc format. If you take in the text format, then it will be not easy to download it, because text file is not is easily viewable by the browser. So maybe possible that the browser will open it in the browser and show you the content of this. So here we have seen that how we can download the resumes. Now if administrator want to delete any users, so suppose that if you see that there is a single user which has applied so many times. So if we want to apply, administrator wants to delete this, then we have to give a delete facility also here. So for delete we have to code same like the job deletion. So what we have to do, first of all we have to add a link. We have to add a template field, and after that we have to add a link. Or you can also place the delete link in with the download also, but at present we will take another template field. So let's take a template field, edit, and say delete. Okay, now go to the source and see. Okay, let's take first of all edit template, and which one, delete template. In the item templates, drag and drop a hyperlink. Now change delete right click and edit and template editing. Now you will get a delete hyperlink, but its navigate URL is not set, that's why it's not looking like a hyperlink. Now let's take a navigate URL equal to single quotes, and let's copy this quote, or you can write manually. Now in the place of vResume file, you have to take IRID, because it's a deletion and we need ID, and instead of this folder file path, we have to give the same path of the same page, .aspx or and del equal to 0. Now on the page load event, we have to check if the query, if the request.query string del is not equal to null. In that case, we have to again check that if we have to execute a delete query which will delete the resume. So first of all, let's use SQL client namespace for SQL operation. Let's create a connection and take a connection from the configuration. Manager dot connection string, and let's take the name of connection string from the data from the web.config. Now this is your connection string dot toString. Okay, connection dot open, and after that SQL command com equal to new connection SQL command, and after that com dot connection equal to con, and command dot command text equal to what we have to do. We have to execute a delete from tbl resumes. Resumes is a tbl resumes is a table where IRID is equal to request dot query string, and in the query string give del, and if there is no text then we need not to write this, and let's take to .toString. Now it's a command is ready. Now for execute command, execute non-query, and again after deletion again redirect. If deletion is completed, again redirect response dot redirect to the same page but with some other ID. So view resumes dot aspx, and ID is equal to deleted. Now why we are doing this type of things? Because if we will not redirect to the same page, then there is some refresh problem. Okay, if suppose you have deleted some element, and after that if you press a refresh, then it will try to delete the same resume again. So for avoiding this type of situation, what is the better way, that whenever you finish your work, just redirect to the same page. So it will remove the refresh problem. Now whenever this page is again redirected and again called, this ID is deleted. So let's take another if condition. If request dot query string in the ID not equal to null, in the case we have to check that what is the ID. So if request dot query string and the ID is ID dot toString is equal to deleted, in that case we have to give some message. For the message we should take a label. So let's take a label for the error and set the LBL error is ID and blank, and for color is red. So now it's fine. Let's go to the view and set the LBL error dot text resume is deleted successfully. Now let's see, refresh it now. Okay, I think what is the problem, because here is the delete link, but yes, now this there is the delete link is also. And suppose let's click on this delete. Yeah, resume is deleted. So first rubbish value is deleted. Now again you can delete all the other resumes also, like this. Yeah, now it's working, that's why I have left this. Okay, it is also deleted. So one more thing we have to take care of this, that suppose at the last time if I'm going to click the delete link or any other place, and by mistake if I have clicked on this delete link, then it will directly delete this. So what I want now, I want to make a confirmation. So we can use JavaScript code for the confirmation. So let's write some code for the confirmation. Now for using the confirmation in the resume, there is no resume because we have already deleted all this stuff. So if you want to use or test, so first of all we have to post some resume, or we can also apply this code for the jobs, because jobs is also having a delete option. So let's first of all let's apply for the jobs. So go to the view jobs page, and in the view jobs page go to the source, and in the source there is a delete link. In the delete link, in the hyperlink, let's write code on click. It will not come in the list because ASP.NET will not support the on-click event, on-click JavaScript event here, because it's a hyperlink, so it will not support on-click. But when this on-click because finally this view jobs page is viewed in any web page, so if whenever I click on this web page, this browser Internet Explorer will support this JavaScript code. So on click, let's write return confirm, and in the single quote, do you really want to delete? Let's question mark, and finally place a semicolon, and go to the page, and let's refresh it. What happened? Just refresh it. Yeah, after refreshing, when I click on the delete link, it will give a confirm message. If I cancel, it will not delete, and if I click on the OK, it will be deleted from the list. So similarly, you can also apply this type of code in the resume file. Resume deletion of the resume. So I just write the code. Go to the source, and in the delete option, it is the download. Write on click return and confirm in the single quote, do you really want to delete, and finally semicolon. Let's test it. For testing, in the user panel we have to apply once more. So just to go to the jobs, and okay, you have deleted all the jobs also. Apply now, and let's forget this whole thing, and let's select a resume file and submit. Yes, a resume has been submitted, and in the admin panel, let's go to and refresh it. You will get a resume. Now if you click on the delete, it will ask once again for the confirmation. No, if yes, okay, it will be deleted. So here is the main operation of our website is completed. I think in the user site we have also forgot something. When I log out there is a forgot password link, so this page is our empty page. So let's make some coding for this page. So just open forgot password page and go to the design, and let's write some text. Please enter your login ID we will mail you your account information, means password etc at your mail ID. After that, okay, let's set enter your mail enter your login ID. Now let's place this into the center, and after that place a text box, and in the next line place a button, or you can also place this button at the end of this, and let's enter something. Submit, and at the top btn submit. Okay, and take a label for the error message. LBL error. Text is blank and color is red. Now, and one more thing, place a validator also, so nobody can leave blank it and submit. Required field validator is here, and error message required. Oh, let's set only star, and okay, first of all set the text box ID is the txt mail ID, and in the property of this required field validator control to validate to the mail ID. Now double click on this submit button and generate a click event. Now what we will do whenever some user enter his his login ID in the text box, we will just take this mail ID and retrieve the information from the database according to this login ID. We will retrieve the password and his mail ID, and this password is sent it to the mail ID. So first of all we have to retrieve the information from the database. So as the database operation is come again, so system.data.sql client, and here is the SQL connection, con equal to new SQL connection. Here is the configuration manager dot connection string, sorry, it is a square bracket, and let's take the connection string from web.config, paste it, and .to string connection.open, connection.open, and after that SQL command com equal to new command, and command.connection is equal to connection, and command text equal to select, let's take a star from tbl users where v login id is equal to single quotes, double quotes, plus plus. Now login id is in the text box, so txt mail.text. okay, it is not a mail, actually it is a login id. Now after that let's take SQL data reader, dr equal to com.execute reader, and if dr.read, it means if read return true, it means this query has a record, but if the read returns false, it means there is no records found according to this login id. So let's, if you are in the else portion, it means your login id is incorrect, whatever login id is entered by the user is incorrect. So they give a error, lbl error.text equal to is login id is incorrect. And if login id is correct, just take the password, retrieve the password. So what, let's take some s password and also mail id, s mail id. So s password equal to dr v password dot to string, and s mail id is equal to dr and v mail. Let's take, it is better to check in the database that what in the table that what is the column name. So v mail id is the column name, and dot to string. Okay, now let's take a, I call a function send mail. This is user defined function जो so and pass as password and as mail id. So we have to define this function. So let's take a public, or even you can take private, and give send mail, and take a string type of variable password and string type of another variable mail id. Now what we have to do, we have to send a password to this mail id. This mail id